mastering the boredom of a routine. It's almost the end of February 2026. We're almost 1/4 of the year away, like 25% of the year is already over. A lot of people that made the New Year's resolution and stuff, like they wanted to achieve certain things already, like most of them, I'm not speaking for everybody, of course, but I feel like a lot of people quit. And the reason for that is because I have this tendency as well, is where I feel like something big is gonna happen in life. Like we're always waiting for the right moment for things to happen, not realizing that life in general, from my experience so far as a 22-year-old, is that 90% is just boredom in routine. Like 90% is just repeating the same patterns of behavior on a daily basis to see where that takes you. It's not really the thing that you're waiting for that's gonna like change your life. It's these small increments, it's these small steps that you take on a daily basis that ultimately will build up onto something that will ultimately can change your life, you can say, in a positive direction. I feel like most people, especially myself, sometimes we start something because we think in the term of a future that is gonna like change everything. And in general, of course, like I always said in my previous videos, it's like visualization and stuff is good. Like it helps a lot. For example, like with setting a path and like walking on that path and genuinely like being interested in something and just visualizing yourself having that thing, like the thing that you want or the thing that you even need. What I also feel like goes wrong is that we don't really sit with ourselves and think about, okay, if my goal is to hit 80 kg on bench press, for example, and I'm hitting 60 kg, I'm not maybe gonna be able to do that within 2 weeks. So the entire like dopamine system of getting results fast needs to diminish, because it may take like 6 months before I go from 60 kg bench press to like 80 kg bench press, for example. Of course, this can be applied, I feel like, in every area of life, where everything just takes a lot of time before it can actually manifest in your life. And in order to actually manifest it, it's not like you do one thing, like one breakthrough, and that thing like changes everything in life. I feel like you need to do, like I said, small increments, small steps on a daily basis that is gonna like take you far in life. And you can do that on a daily basis, basically just implementing consistency in your life and just doing that on a daily basis and see where that takes you. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what's gonna happen like 6 months from now. That's why I said in the beginning of this video, you need to master the boredom of routine. Like you need to master the boredom of routine. It's basically life. Like I just got finished with a gym session. I just went to university today. It was a very productive day, to be honest. I'm still have a lot of work to do. I'm gonna drive home, take a shower, eat something, eat my carbs, get the protein in, and I'm gonna go back to studying again. Like these things are not really that fun. Like they're not really, oh my god, so much dopamine is being released in my brain. They're not really that you think, oh my god, this is the life that I want to live, because it's boring. Like it's the same routine every single day. Tomorrow I'm gonna hit legs. Like the day after that I'm gonna hit back and biceps, and the day after that it's gonna be a rest day, but I'm gonna focus on university. Like I feel like a lot of times in life there's just not a lot of things happening, and because we live in this like society that is more based on like dopaminergic things, like for example Instagram and Reels and TikTok and whatever, we are so addicted to those things that we think we also deserve that in real life, when in reality, from my perspective, is that life in general, when we're talking about in general, I'm talking about like 90% of life is just repeating the same patterns of behavior for the things that you need to do on a daily basis to get the thing that you want. That's basically it. And there's not a lot of fun in that, man. There's not a lot of hype mode in that. Of course you can hype yourself up, you can get motivated, like maybe discipline kicks in and stuff, and you watch maybe like a David Goggins video, but at the end of the day there's just not a lot of like motivation to do things. Like you still need to do them, and I feel like that motivation that you still need to do them, it needs to come from within, and you need to realize, that's what I'm understanding right now, is that life in general is just not that like this big event that's gonna come, oh my god, I'm gonna live when this thing happens. At the end of the day, you just have to live every single day. I think Bruce Lee said a quote that went something like, I fear a man that does not kick 1,000 times in one day. He kicks 1 time a day for 1,000 days to come. Something like that. I may misquote this, but you get my point. This consistency that you have to develop, this pattern of behavior that you have to repeat every single day. This does not mean that life becomes so boring and so mundane that everything starts to like become the same, because that's not what my point is. My point is that you have to find joy in boredom. You have to find some pleasure in the boredom and doing the things that you do not really want to do, but you still have to do them, because what else are you going to do? Like mastering the art of this boredom, like just genuinely doing the things that you want to do without like being so switched on this dopaminergic things on Instagram and on TikTok and social media in general. It's just a really good skill to have, man. It's a really good skill to master, because not a lot of people can do that. They're always looking for the next thing, and I myself am sometimes like that. Like I'm scrolling and stuff, and then I have to catch myself, oh my god, what the hell am I doing? Like I'm wasting my time basically. And I also feel like this correlates with like aging and stuff. Like as you get older, everything like fades away in close range to your eyes. Like everything is just going so fast paced that it's already like 2026, and I remember like yesterday was COVID 2020. Like everything is going so fast, and it tends to go faster as you age. It's very weird. Of course, time is not real, it's relative. We could talk about that in a different video, but at the end of the day, it's like everything is going so fast and you cannot really grasp the reality of that. Problem with that is that as you get older, from my experience, is that not a lot of things are happening in life. What I've realized, that's again, I'm gonna end this video with that, is that implement small steps on a daily basis and do that for like a year or two, or maybe a couple of years or a couple of months. months, because I feel like when we're talking about results, if you're genuinely talking about results and you want to get the things that you want, we're not talking about weeks or months. We're genuinely talking about years and years of putting the work in and then doing it over and over and over again. The first law of learning is repetition. If you want to learn something, you have to do it over and over again. You have to do it so many times till it becomes like printed into your subconscious mind, so you can automatically like do the thing that you want to do. And this takes a lot of time, man. This takes like years of self-improvement, years of self-development. If you really want results and you're thinking about like a weekly basis or a monthly basis, you may get something, of course, I'm not denying that. But at the end of the day, when talking about like genuine results that you genuinely need in life, it takes years. It takes sometimes even decades. Like it's a very long mind game. It's like it's not a sprint, it's like a marathon. Like you're in this marathon, and if you're gonna sprint too fast, when you're already like 1 kilometer in a marathon, you cannot even run anymore because you're so tired, because you've been burning yourself out for like the past kilometers that you cannot even run anymore. My point is that if you take things slowly on a daily basis and you make small increments, small steps to where you genuinely want to go in life, I feel like you're gonna go way faster than just working on one big task one time so big that you're gonna wait for the next big thing in life. Because at the end of the day, from my experience as you get older, maybe some people can resonate with this, is that life is pretty much boring. So that's just what I wanted to say in this video, man. Hopefully you guys liked it. I just got finished with my gym session. I hit chest and triceps, pretty good session. I've been falling in love with bodybuilding again. I made a video about that, pretty good. You can check that out if you want. That's just what I wanted to say, man. Master the art of boredom, and I feel like you're gonna go very far. Instead of like everybody so dopamine addicted, waiting for the next big thing, oh my god, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. If you just slow down and calm your mind down in the process and just do what you need to do on a daily basis, in a couple of years from now, I think you're gonna be unrecognizable, because those small steps that you took along the journey are gonna build up to something way bigger that you've ever even imagined. Like you couldn't even imagine it. Like this is something fun with manifestation. You sometimes visualize something that's gonna happen, and sometimes it happens, but even better, because you don't know at the end of the day what's gonna happen in the future. The only thing you can do at the end of the day is make predictions based on the present circumstances and see where the energy is leading, but you don't know what's gonna happen in the future, because real results, I'm gonna say it again, take years of time and even sometimes even decades of time. It's not something fast, man. Like things take time. That's why you need to have patience. Otherwise, what are you without patience, my friend? What are you without patience if you cannot even wait? The only thing you need to do, especially as a man my age, 21, 22 years old, is just focus on the input. Like do not even focus on the output, just focus on the input. Put so much work in that it is inevitable for the output like to work in your favor. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe it will work in your favor, maybe it won't. But if you stay in a positive state, you can extract the lesson out of it. You can extract a positive effect out of it by staying in this positive state of being. You already won. There is no losing in this game. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.